Als je zoon eenmaal het verkeerde pad heeft gekozen, is er nauwelijks een weg terug. Zeker als je in de ghetto woont. Arthur, met wie ik eerder 's nachts door deze buurt reed, is inmiddels geen gangleider meer. Zijn zoon heeft zijn plek ingenomen.
Look at you.
What's up?
What's up with you?
Chilling. It's hot, man.
Hey, how you doing?
And this is
Dexter.
Dexter.
Yes, ma'am.
And Dexter, Arthur,
Yeah,
is your son.
that's the one we talked about the other night.
Yeah.
Make sure he was
Because there
safe.
was a lot going on here.
Yes, ma'am.
But you're still alive.
Yes, ma'am.
He worried a bit. Do you understand that?
Do I understand why he worried?
Right?
Yes, ma'am. Because I was at a time in my life where I was young, misguided, and undecided.
There was a time in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's over now?
Yes, ma'am.
I wish it was. I wish it was. I mean, like, the streets seem more appealing to him right now, you know, and that's because he's so young. But,
How old are you, Dexter?
I'm 22.
22.
Yes, ma'am.
Him and I had some words. He left, and what happened after you left later on that night?
I got shot.
You got shot?
Yes, ma'am. I was shot right here, and I was shot right here in my knee.
Now, the odd thing about it is that everything that I've been through, he's going through the same thing, because the same shot that he has right there, I have right here. So it's like a repeat of history, which is bad.
But the other thing is that this is appealing. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
For young guys.
Yes, ma'am.
What is appealing?
I mean, like fast money, flashes things, how they live,
So where do you get your money from?
gambling, you know, stuff like that.
Some businesses here and there?
Some businesses. Yeah, some businesses.
It's bad, but hey, I mean, they have a very large arsenal of weapons, and that's what's scary about it. And how many weapons have I taken from you?
I lost count.
I've taken so many weapons from him. I've walked in the house and he's there by himself and he's falling asleep with his gun on the side of him. At one time, things were so bad in the streets until I told his barber to call me when he come to get his hair cut.
Which time you talking about?
When JD was cutting your hair and we came and got you. I put marijuana in his pocket and took him to the police station and turned him in to make sure that he stayed in jail. I know that saved his life because it was just that I was going to lose him. You know, I felt like I was going to lose him.
Because people were after him.
Yes.
How old were you when you got your first weapon?
I was about 10.
About the same.
Do you have the feeling somehow that you have to live up to your dad's legacy?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I feel like, you know, not live up to his legacy, but at least out of respect he did.
And that's the saddest part about it. I tell him all the time, the best respect is the respect of doing the right thing. I don't want him to go down that same path at all. But I understand because my existence of who I became was because of who my father was, you know? So because I wanted to be the same type of person that my father was, I followed in his footsteps, and now that same ghost is coming back to hunt me as well. And that's a hurting thing, you know? My dad was the same way in the streets. My dad went to prison for shooting a police officer. My dad was the same type of individual. And when I heard these stories about my dad, like, I'm living here in the ghetto, right? And then it wasn't until I got to penitentiary that I realized that all of that was wrong. So that's why I try to keep him out of the pen, definitely.